Right, yep, hi all, welcome. So I just want to show you guys a quick fault and repair on the Nike Mag version 4. So literally this shoe was working completely perfect 2 days ago when I filmed it for a video. And I left it on, you know, for ages, and then obviously at one point the battery was going flat because the shoe started to flicker on and off. So obviously turned it off, stick it on charge, and then about 5 or 6 hours later it was still flashing to show that it was charging, whereas the other shoe had turned off. So that's a little bit weird. Anyway, unplugged it anyway later, and the lights right now would come on, but the auto lace, holding the button down, would just do that, would flicker. I thought, damn, typical. You know, it was literally spot on. I've charged it and now it doesn't work apart from the lights, which is really weird. So what I've done basically is I've removed the inner part here, and I thought, you know what, we'll have a look at it, see what's gone wrong with it. So I hooked out my standard test battery, which is a tiny little battery that I've not charged probably for 6 months, but happens to have the same connector on the end. So literally what I've done is I just unplugged that battery there, plugged in this one here, which is about 3.7 volts versus this one here, which was 4 volts. Plugged it in, boom, it worked absolutely perfect. So obviously, although that on there is showing that it's 4 volts, which obviously sounds like quite high, but it's a 3.7 volt battery, there's obviously an issue with it. This one here hasn't been charged for ages, works spot on. So yeah, you'll see here that that's the fault. So let me just pause it and remove the battery. Right, yep, literally 2-second job. So I just used some tweezers there, unhook the battery. Battery physically looks normal, there's no bulging or anything on that. Like I say, tested it on the voltmeter on the connections, and it was showing about 4 volts roughly. Just connected up the tiny one there, and then you've got boom, you've got the lights, and then if I press down the button to the auto lace, boom, auto lace is absolutely spot on. So yes, it just goes to show, you know, that although that battery there, you know, hasn't been used much and all that, these batteries here just do not last very well. And unfortunately on these shoes here, the battery is located right there. Loads of videos right there in the middle of the shoe, so you have to rip up all this stuff here, this piece here, in order to get it out. You have to be very careful because you can't heat this piece here up. You really have to sort of like tear it up carefully, I would say, which is no problem at all, because you'll find honestly that many of the connectors here have got lots of glue on, blobs of glue on like that one there and this one here, and effectively they're glued to the back of this board when they assemble it. So this is why I'd be very careful when you can't say, if you heat it too much, honestly, I guarantee you will melt the insulation on these wires, and then the wires will fuse together, and then you're in a whole world of problems. I've seen this before. So I would absolutely say just cutting it open very gently, not slicing through any wires, or just slicing through the middle here like I've done, and then peeling it upwards is the technique to open it up. Inside the house, actually, I've actually got a piece, because I've actually had to look in this shoe before when I fixed the shoe. I've actually got a piece of sort of thick cardboard that I put the pink piece down, thick bit of cardboard down, just to add a protection, then the thick insole that comes with the shoe, and it's been absolutely spot on. So yeah, there we go, nice and, well, relatively easy. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna have to look now. Obviously, I know which battery this is. It says it there. I've ordered loads of them before, but this time I want to make the effort to try and find one ideally with the correct exact connector on. So I'll find out what connector this is, and then try and find a similar battery, similar size, with that same connector on. I can just plug it in, job done. If not, I'm probably just going to have to obviously I can just solder it on the wire, but I'm actually going to unsolder it on the battery and then solder this onto the battery, so I did a top-notch proper job. And there we go. Thanks all for watching, and that was the fault on this shoe here. Nice one.